Day 10. Day 10. We made it a third of the way through the challenge. Well, almost. It's the end of day 10. I'm streaming in the afternoon today. Was not feeling good this morning. I had too much work today. Today, I have a very special story to share. One that is probably the most impactful story in the book Thirst, and also the hardest to listen to. But I thought to celebrate day 10 of this challenge, 20 days left, I thought we should tell this story. So today's story is the story of LETIKIROS HAIlu. And LETIKIROS HAIlu was a girl that lived in a village in Africa that Scott Harrison, in his hearing stories about people and access to clean water, he had heard that this was a woman that had killed herself on the way back from retrieving water for her family. So what had happened was she went and got water, and on the way back she dropped her pot. She broke the pot, the water spilled all over the ground, and that was it. She couldn't take it anymore. She ended her life. And so for a while Scott told this story when he was talking to groups, crowds, individuals, but he wanted to confirm the source of the story and confirm the truth. And when he dug deeper, he found out that the girl that killed herself was only 13 years old. And she was an ambitious girl that didn't want to have to drop out of school just because she was bringing water home to her family. So she worked really hard, and her family made sacrifices so she could still go to school a couple days a week. And at other times, she would still go get the water a few days a week. And she had, on her way back from bringing water back this one time, like I said, she was only 13, dropped the water, the pot broke, the water spilled. Remember, these journeys take, usually most of the day. And that was it. She couldn't take it anymore, and she hung herself in a tree right next to where she dropped the water. Hearing this story was one of the saddest things about learning about charity water and the water crisis to me, and I just told a very abbreviated version of it. But I think it's it's interesting, the dynamics, the family dynamics, the cultural dynamics of this situation. And one of the things Scott asked some of the local villages, because they actually tracked down the village where this girl was from and talked to the family members in the community. And one of the things that they asked was, why do you think that she did it? Why do you think that she ended her life after this? And the answer was by one of the elders from the village says, I think she would have been overcome with shame for her carelessness. Her mother was waiting for that water. They needed it. And now she also had broken the pot. I mean, 13 years old. There are a few 13-year-olds in my life that are family members or daughters or sons of friends. They have concerns that are nowhere close to bringing the water back to the family and making sure that their family has water to drink. They're focused on school and friends and activities, this is life for so many people. For the teenage girls of the world, of the teenage girls in this group of 663 million people, this is their life. They drop out of school, they walk miles to a watering watering hole area nearby and collect water for their family and bring it back. And they have to give up on ambitions and activities and education and friendships, probably to an extent, because they have to do this service for their family. Yeah, and there's no words that I can share. If this story of people giving up out of despair for reasons that are solvable is heartbreaking. I have 2 daughters. I hope that there's nothing in life that would make them want to despair or give up on life. But I know that clean water will not be an issue for them in their lifetime. That if there is a reason that they ever want to end their lives, that lack of access to clean water or having to give up everything that they want in their life, everything that they hope and dream for to get clean water, that those are not things that they will suffer from. And it's just something that we all take for granted. There's not really much I want to add to that. I think the story speaks for itself enough. I didn't do it with much fanfare or description, but it's heartbreaking. So stories like this they're also not standalone. This isn't like this happened once. This is the reality for so many people, for twice the population of America. It's a tough reality, but we can change it. So for LETIKIROS HAILU and others like her, I hope you will strongly consider making a donation at my campaign pages linked at streamforwells.com, or even better, starting a streamforwells challenge with me and live streaming every time you consume any liquids for a period of time to raise awareness to people like LETIKIROS and their situations and the hopelessness that not having water brings to their life. And the irony of the fact that I talk about these issues while drinking water on stream is not lost on me. And it makes it that much more heartbreaking. So, it's day 10. I'm keeping it real. I wish I was happier, but it's hard to be happy about people ending their lives with due to something that most of us take for granted. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. We got 20 days left in the challenge, and we're gonna keep going the whole time. I'm gonna dig some more stories out of thirst. We're gonna talk about self-responsibility. We're gonna talk about well sustainability. We're gonna talk about all sorts of stuff over the next 20 days. We're going to tell more stories of individuals, but I hope that if this story was meaningful to you, that you would share this video with somebody else and see if we can't make a difference together. So I'll be back on in just a minute to issue out some challenges for today. Hint, it will probably be some teenagers, since my story today was about teenagers that were impacted. So thank you all for watching. Visit streamforwells.com or charitywater.org. Thanks. Bye.